Focus in on the management of Mindteck to talk a little bit about the deal pipeline as well as the steady performance that they witnessed in the second quarter. Yusuf Lanewala, as Chairman Managing Director, is with us on the show. Thanks for joining in. To start off with, give us, the new business wins in the quarter and the deal pipeline, especially in the smart city solution development that you witnessed in the second quarter.
Well, thank you for having me on your show. I think we've consistently published some of the wins that we've had over the last couple of quarters in the press. But just to highlight, some of the key wins that we've had are, one is, the smart grid project with the Bangalore electric supply company, BESCOM, the IIT Kanpur project for smart grid for home automation. We've also won a project on a meter data management system for a major government utility, which an NDA does not permit me to specifically give names. And we also won another major deal in Europe for a liquid flow meter for a client in Europe who manufactures liquid flow meters. So the software, the embedded piece, is developed by us. As well as we've won another environmental monitoring system in one of the major towns in South India. So I think a lot of these projects are essentially part of one of the pillars of a smart city initiative in the government of India initiatives that were announced recently.
Right. So give us a sense. What's your current order book position like, and what is it executable over? What period?
Okay. See, while I cannot give you specifics in terms of numbers, but what we're seeing is a lot of traction in the sector, both in India as well as overseas, particularly in APAC and US. What we're seeing is a lot of RFP flows, which are happening in India from several ULBs, as well as from government departments, where we have bid or we're going to bid. And we expect these decisions to happen in this fiscal. We have a reasonably healthy order book, which we expect to fulfill through this fiscal, and we expect to see us, and maintain our current level of performance. And we will have a reasonable carryover to our next fiscal also as a result of this. I guess over a period of the next 12 to 18 months, we will see these orders getting executed.
And US accounts for more than 70% of your total revenues. Any impact from the protectionist view of President Donald Trump?
I think it's early days as of now, so we're still seeing policy formulation on one side. But I don't see a very significant exposure to our business model, because we are really not an H-1B dependent organization. And all our people in the U.S. are either U.S. citizens or U.S. residents. So we don't see that impact. But however, if something like that were to happen, I think it would be a great opportunity for us to grow our U.S. business. So I don't see that currently as a negative impact. But it's early days, so we'll watch and watch the developments closely and play a watch and wait attitude.
The growth trajectory in terms of all of your offerings across segments, auto, healthcare, etc., where are you seeing the maximum traction?
Okay. See, just to step back for a minute, I think our growth strategy is really based on several pillars. One of which is partnerships with leading platform players, such as Cisco, G Digital, IBM, and we've published some of these in the press in the past, that we've had partnerships with several of these, including Intel, IoT Alliance, the Smart City Councils, and so on. So I think that is one of the pillars on which we expect, on which we're working. The second, of course, is a focused sales approach through subject matter experts in specific domains, such as health sciences, life sciences, storage, smart metering, and so on, in areas like automotive, healthcare, and government. And the third is, of course, development of solution accelerators. We are doing a lot of solution accelerated development as well as IP in some of these domains to address the whole smart city market. So I think our focus will largely be in the sectors like smart power, smart energy, smart metering. It will be in the areas like healthcare, smart healthcare. It will be in areas like smart parking, for which we recently, I think, made an announcement that we had implemented a solution with the New Delhi Municipal Corporation. We expect to see much more rollout happening as a result of the success of that project. And I think the government space itself, where through the whole, particularly in India, through the whole digital government, play that the government is focusing on.
Let you go on that note. Thank you for joining in and giving us a sense of how things have shaped up for Mindteck.